My face was shit already, now it's even more shit.
Congratulations on the film.
Thanks, Sam.
It's so good. I really, really thoroughly enjoyed it. And everyone that I've spoken to that's seen it has said it is fantastic. My family are actually all from Birmingham and all Brummies. So my first question for you both is, do you have a specific word or any kind of something that gets you into your accent for when you get onto set?
I can't remember. I've been doing it so long now. It's just like
Switch.
I can't remember.
Mine's Daddy. Daddy, no. No. Yeah. You do have words, certain words that basically
The
tune
twang.
you in. Yeah.
Yeah, because mine's table.
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 Oh, nice.
Because I had elocution lessons at uni. The second that I went to uni, they were like, "You're not going to get a job like this with a Bury
Don't
accent."
sound Bromie.
I know,
No.
they smacked it out of me. But now they're
But you
like,
did there
"You want a
when you said
regional
table.
accent?" But table, cable,
That's
label.
I think it's the A's, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, it's something in the A's, definitely.
I don't think, but then I'm like, my name's Saskia, but then my mum's like, Saskia.
Yeah.
And everyone's like...
I love that accent, I do.
Without giving too much away into your character in this, you do kind of play two people, technically.
I think sort of she steps into these sort of the world of magic. It's something that is very influential in the world of the Peaky world that is so brutal and violent. It's the juxtaposition. And she knows how to and what to tap into to be able to kind of get what she wants, persuasiveness.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just kind of hitting the domino bricks that you've laid ahead of you.
She inspires me because I was like, oh my God, the next person I'm going to go on a date with, I'm going to plot to kill afterwards.
Really?
That's going to be my vibe, I think.
I think that's the way forward.
We literally left the screen. We left the screening and we both just went, Cillian. Great. Cinema. Absolute cinema.
Thank you.
You are starting a new generation of
In a
women.
very scary way. Yeah,
Starting a new generation of powerful women.
apparently.
Definitely. We need to talk about, though, you guys rolling around in pig shit. That is my number one hard-hitting journalism question of the day. Because your face, was it in and around your mouth?
My face was shit already, now it's even more shit.
Shut up.
No, it was, yeah. I mean, we just got into it, isn't it? They done the best they could and trying to make it a certain neatness and, whatever. But I think when you're working with someone like Cillian, like, you're not going to stand there and be like, oh, I can't do this, can't do that. It's like, when you see Cillian go for it 100% every single time, I mean, you're going for it then 200%, so...
How many times did you have to reshoot that scene specifically?
That was my first day working with Barry on set.
Really?
It's like, and it was brilliant. It was a great kind of way to get into it straight away. And I just think just graphically how that looks on camera, and like they haven't seen each other, the characters, in 10 years or whatever, and then this is their first meeting, and it just shows how they express themselves through violence.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Runs in the blood.
Yeah, and it's just it's a classic piece of Steve Knight genius, to put them in it.
It was you kicking the door in for me and you literally stacking it. I was buckled in immediately. Yeah. I think that's one of the few scenes as well where I was like, this needs to be in a cinema. I know it's going into cinemas, but I've told friends, like, if you're big Peaky fans, you need to see it in the cinema.
Yeah, I think so. And go like together.
The fight dragged on more, though. It did drag on more, and they cut it down.
Really?
Yeah.
Stephen dropped the extended clips because I'm buckled in, I'm sat. As soon as that happened, I was like, your poor mouth. I was like, you literally must have been face down, but... I think the fact that was your first scene together makes it even better, because what better way to be bonding on set. Did you have anything that kind of made you then tap into being the sister? Was there any differences that when you were on set?
I think what's fun about this is sort of the power game. Mm-hmm. And how it's executed, you will see when you watch the film. But I think it's a power game of he's so vulnerable when we meet him. He has been violent and there's been noise. And like he said, Cillian, what happens to a man when you sit still and the silence just is drained by your own thoughts and your demons? And I think with her, she knows exactly when to enter and how to tap and how to break. But she doesn't push him through doors. She gently just shows him the way.
Opens the windows.
Yeah,
definitely. And Tim, for yourself, I've got to ask, how does your character in this compare to the other dangerous, sinister characters that you've played in the past?
I thought he was... I mean, I really initially approached him just as... He's a nice guy, I just think of him as the good guy in the piece, and he's... we thing was geography teacher. He's just nice guy. He's there for a reason. He's trying to stop a war. He's a peacemaker. Mm-hmm. And then he pulled back the mask, and he's very, very.
Just a neo-Nazi, really.
He's
Slight.
he is a Nazi.
Yeah.
Yeah, British Nazi.
I've got to say as well, obviously filming all over for this, but you guys were filming on my street for like, it's where the pub is. I live across the bridge from there. So like, for like
cool.
weeks, they were like, you can't walk this way, you can't
No
walk this way.
way.
So you probably made me lose like 3 pounds in weight of like walking because I was
yeah.
getting extra steps in every day, and they were like, still filming.
Under the bridge, the cars. Oh, I see.
Yeah, like the Copley Path, and where the pub outside of the pub
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, down
Love
there. So,
that.
and it's literally that bridge saved me like 20 minutes.
Nice.
And I was literally walking and I was like, what are they filming? And then as soon as I saw it, I was like, can't even be mad because that's literally,
Yeah.
it's worth it. It is really worth it. One final question for you both as well. What would you say to any Peaky fans to make them like kind of round up everything that you guys have done for this and why they should go and see it in the cinema?
You know, it's more like please accept me. You know what I'm saying? There's one line I do deliver the iconic, you know, in order of the Peaky Blinders, and I remember doing that and almost sort of not rising to it because I didn't feel like I earned it, you know. And Tom was like, and again, you need to really say it. I was like, okay, and yeah, so it's like it just again just that being accepted, and I hope you know you enjoy it. And,
Did you feel kind of a pressure coming into it?
oh, definitely, but like it's a good thing as well, isn't it? I mean, it's the fan base, it's massive.
But even like when I was watching it, I was like, I could tell that you've gone away and studied Cillian in Peaky because
Yeah.
it like your mannerisms are so
Yeah.
similar as well. And
Yeah.
like even like watching you together, I was like, it's like birds of a feather. Like
Oh, it's so
it's
different.
so well
Look
done.
at us.
What reason would you say people should watch this in cinema? Because it's in cinema before it's on screening.
I think I wish it was in cinema longer, to be honest. It's a cinematic nod and thank you to the fans of Peaky Blinders, and that seems to be.
And it's
they want to
old
go at. They want to
school.
go at it with that. And it's
Yeah.
proper old
school.
movie.
Yeah, it is.
Proper old movie.
And you won't get that at home. And it's for any film and Peaky, but there's going to a cinema, there's no interruptions. You're not missing the little bits in between. It is filled with so much texture. And it's fun to experience it with other people that you don't know and feel their
Yeah, a
energy.
group of
and,
strangers in a room.
but
all
also a group of
going at
strangers
it.
who are going to go
Yeah.
and see something they collectively love.
Yeah.
It's like going to a football match, you know, which
Yeah,
I
no.
do so often, and I love them.
And I think you said because it's such a community thing as well, because it's been so long waited for and everyone loves it.
But yeah, it was the football hooligans that you were looking at. I think you were telling me about the back in the sort of in the 70s and 80s. It was all the fascism that took place in the football, on the terraces and stuff, and that had echoes for you in this.